Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, my beautiful people. So someone suggested that we have to use Tarian's family. I don't know about that, but personally I love the sound of it, guys. What do you think? Tell me in the comment section. So guys, today I'm not really excited doing this video because of something that is happening in Ruwa. I'm sure many of you might have come across this, but to those who haven't come across what's happening, I think this video is going to be helpful to you so that you know what you should do, guys. So this is just to raise awareness when it comes to buying land in Zimbabwe. But I'm going to be talking about Harare mainly because this is where I've seen most of the scams are happening. The main reason is I think land in Harare is now on demand, considering that there is no longer land that is very close to the CBD. For you to find something that is real, something that is legit, you can only find it outside of Harare. Because of the demand, land is now scarce. So there are many people who are falling victims of these scams, and this is something that happened to the people who had occupied the Cloverdale farm that is in Ruwa. So to be specific, guys, this farm is along Mutare Road, 22 kilometers from Harare CBD. The most popular place that you know is Mavazua, so it's close to Mavazua. This farm, guys, has been having issues, I think, since last year. From the articles that I've been reading, and in 2013 there are some cases that he just rose from nowhere about that land. This is what is happening. So unfortunately there are people who lost their hard-earned cash through the scams of the land barons. So I just thought it's best, if you have been considering to buy land, you have to know who you should go and see if you want land around that area, because yes, there are people who have been evicted, but there are also people who are occupying that place legally. So you have to know this, guys. There are stands that are being sold that area, but there are also illegal people who bought land. So around January, guys, there's a former cabinet minister, I'm not going to mention names for security reasons, who has been suing 15 land barons who have been allocating land around this area, Cloverdale in Ruwa. And according to the information that I have, these 15 land barons, they didn't have any legal title to this particular farm, guys, to this particular land. All the people who bought land through these guys, they are facing eviction, and the eviction actually started yesterday. So just imagine what people are going through because of these land barons. So this Cloverdale farm has been lawfully allocated to Glorious Properties. Those are the people who are supposed to develop this area, not these land barons that I'm talking about. So this was done through an offer letter that was issued by the Ministry of Local Governance. The ministry had provided an approved layout, a development permit, and confirmation permit from the Surveyor General. People were buying this land at $300 and some they were even buying it at $50. Guys, I know things, they are really hard out there. People, they don't have money. People are struggling, especially here in Zimbabwe. People, they don't even afford land. But when you find land that is too cheap, and that you find this is too good to be true, guys, trust your instincts. I think I've shared with you this in a video that I did. If in your heart you're feeling that this is not right, then you have to know that it's not right, because these people, they are now facing eviction. From the videos that were circulating on social media, their goods were just thrown along Mutare Road. So just imagine the trauma. How are they feeling right now, knowing that their parents had built something and now they don't have any way to live? So I'm sure some of you might be asking, so what's going to happen to the houses? What's really going to happen? The houses, they are going to be demolished, and that's not a secret, guys. They just wanted to start by evicting the people, then the houses will be demolished. So it's something that is really painful. Imagine the money that you would have spent to build that property. Yes, it might be a 2-roomed house, it might be a 3-roomed house. Some, they might think it's nothing, but when it comes to money, guys, no amount is too small, especially when it comes to building. Even $1, it counts. There are many places that are waiting for something like this, and there are also places that I'm going to bring, guys, to you. Some I'm not going to be talking direct but I'm just going to do some videos and show you guys that you have to be aware, especially with those areas. They already already have issues. And one thing that I should also tell you guys is that you have to do your homework also when it comes to the issues of land. Also, if you are interested in an area, look for what's happening around that land. Research about that land first before even you go for site visiting, because most of the stands that people are asking me, especially in my inbox, Facebook, even emails, those places, guys, they have got issues. And maybe the main reason why you're asking me about those places is because you know that those places, they already have issues. So I'm not going to mention some of the places because, you know, for security reasons, it's not ideal, but you just have to be careful. So if you see an area that many people are saying we are developing this area, especially if you don't even know who the actual developer of that land is, at times just run with your life, guys, because there's a certain area around those places also that is having those issues. People are being duped, and the next time that you come to see and check progress, you won't even find someone, you won't find anyone. They just come, they put their boards, like their advertising boards with their phone numbers, then you call, they are no longer there. So it's something that is really happening. So one thing that I should also tell you guys is that please, in as much as we want and in as much as we are desperate to build in Harare or to build in Zimbabwe, to be specific, try by all means to avoid places that are not fully serviced, because those places, they are going to give you challenges in future. Yes, there are some places whereby you can get away with murder, but in most cases, people, they end up crying. What is it really that made the developer to not fully service the area? So you have to think along those lines also. So what happens if maybe the ministry, the council just come and say this area is not fully serviced, so you're not going to build? Because one thing that I also understand is that for an area to be given compliance, to be issued that compliance, the area should be fully serviced in most cases, and for you to be allowed to build, that land should have that compliance. So if that developer doesn't have that, then how on earth are you going to build? So these are some of the questions that you should also ask yourself, because people, they are really crying out there, guys. These stands are in Cloverdale Farm. An average stand should be 1,200 square meters. That's an average stand. But people were now getting as little as 200 square meters, 150 square meters, 300 square meters. So I'm sure on that one, you should actually ask yourself. So land that is supposed to be sold in Cloverdale Farm, it's 1,200 square meters up to 1,700 square meters. There's a certain company that is supposed to develop that area, and I'm sure I've mentioned that it's called Glorious Properties, that was lawfully allocated to develop the area. So if you have got a stand that you want around that area, please get in touch with Glorious Properties. That's the only company that has got permission to develop the area. So according to the information that I have also, this area started having issues last year in May 2024, whereby they were just allocating land to desperate home seekers just like me, taking advantage of some people who are like us, guys, who are looking for land. And just because we want, or we are people who want very cheap things, we end up falling victims of these land barons. Guys, it's really sad, because after you just lose your money, there's nothing that you can do. When it comes to buying land in Harare, I'm going to mention this over and over again. Guys, you have to deal with registered real estate agents. For me, guys, I'm not an agent, I'm not a realtor, but these tours that I'm doing, I'm just doing them for the benefit of you guys, so that you see how the area is like, so that if you're going to make a decision, you make a decision based on what you could have seen, not because I've said please buy land in this area. No, but I'm telling you guys, this area is good because of A, B, C, D, so that if you're going to make a decision, you make it based on what you would have seen. So remember, I'm also trying to find land that I can build around Harare. So at times I just hear about a certain location, I inquire, then after inquiring I go visit the place and see how it is like. So I know the places that I'm visiting, there are some people who would also want to see those places. That's where now I come in and show you the places, guys. So always be careful. So I'm just someone who's storing places for you guys so that you see. So in as much as you want to build, or in as much as you want to buy, please, like always do your due diligence first. Look for a lawyer who can advocate for you. And lawyers, they are very important, guys, because there are some terms that are used, especially when it comes to real estate, that we don't understand. Someone just like me, that we don't even understand the language that is used. But if you have got a lawyer, they make it very easy for you, and it also becomes understandable to you. So make sure you involve a lawyer. And when you have got a lawyer, it becomes difficult for you to get scammed, because vangonzoti pana lawyer vanototya vanhu vacho, vanototya, havazomboite mates. I know the tours that I'm doing, guys, they are very helpful when it comes to seeing the land, and when it comes to making also decisions. But it's one thing for me to do a tour, guys, and it's also another thing for you to go in person and see the area for yourself. So this is also something that you should also consider, especially when you want to build, or when you are now at a position of buying. If you see a company that doesn't want people to go for site visiting, then you should have question marks. Why are they not allowing you to go for a site visit? Poor infrastructure in an area is also a red flag when it comes to real land that is legit in Harare, especially in Harare. So you should also be careful when you see an area that you go for site visit. If it's not really developed well, or if the infrastructure in that area is very poor, it should be a red flag. Anytime anything can happen. I know that there are so many people who are ignoring this, but it's a red flag in capital letters. Land is ranging from $50 per square meter going upwards to even $110 per square meter, depending now with the location and also the developer. So these are some of the things that you should take note. If you see or find land that is very cheap, more than the amounts that I've told you guys, you should also run away with your life. Yes, there are some places maybe where you can just build some structure, but you just have to be careful. If you're someone who really wants affordable land, then you should look for council land. I've read that they put you on a waiting list. Then if there is a place that they are developing, they will inform you. Then you go there, buy, and do whatever that you have to do. Always make sure that if you are going to purchase, everything that is being done is transparent. Avoid those real estate companies that says we have got our own lawyer who can do the paperwork for you. No. Yes, they have got their own lawyer, but you should also have your own lawyer who can also do things for you, because like they are saying, this is their lawyer, not yours. Don't be desperate to the extent that you just say, it's okay, boss, it's okay to everything that the real estate agents will be saying, because they have got that sweet tongue. They can say sweet things to you, and you might actually forget that you also have your own rights to have a lawyer. So these are some of the things that you should also put into consideration, guys. But above all, deal with real registered real estate agents. And the other thing that people, they take for granted, companies that don't have online presence. In this day and age, guys, everything is now being done online. People, they are looking for land. In conclusion, guys, I just want to take this opportunity to say I'm really sorry to all those who lost their properties, those Cloverdale people who have been evicted from Cloverdale Farm. I'm really sorry that you had to go through all that, especially the trauma that the kids are going through right now. Sleeping panze, uchingoona vabereki vako vachimhanyiswa vachiita sei, it's really something. I'm really sorry, and I just hope in future, if you're going to find places, maybe the same won't happen. That's the only thing that I wish for, because they hakuna mugoni wezvinhu izvi guys, honestly speaking hakuna munhu anozvigona. Unogona kutiona sekutoti wakangwara, but in most cases zvinhu zvinogona kuenda nepamwe. So we just have to be careful out there. I'm really sorry to all the families who have been evicted. I just hope you might find a place to stay very soon. Yeah, I think that's all, guys. So guys, this is all that we had for today. I hope you really enjoyed watching this video, and I hope this video was really helpful to you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to this channel, guys. And one most important thing, guys, keep on sharing these videos. I really ask, and guys, I'm really asking you to share these videos. This is the only way that we can grow as a channel. This is the only way that we can reach 200k subscribers, if you make it happen, guys. So guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you so much. I really appreciate, and thank you so much for the 9,000 subscribers. Thank you guys, I really appreciate you. So up until next time, cheers.